Welcome to our tutorial on how to set up Cubase to receive your audio signals. The first thing you need to do is make sure Cubase knows which audio interface to communicate with. First, be sure your audio interface is properly connected and powered up before you launch Cubase. Now, go to the Devices menu and select Device Setup. The Device Setup dialog window opens. On the left is a list of devices, and on the right are some settings and options for each device. Let's click on VST Audio System from the Devices tree on the left. The VST Audio System page opens. From the ASIO Driver drop-down menu, select your audio hardware driver. There may be several options here that all refer to the same audio hardware. When you've selected your hardware, I've actually already got mine set up in here, so I can select Keep. When you've selected the appropriate hardware, it'll be added to your devices list. As you see here, now you should be able to select the driver from the devices list to open its settings control panel if you need to make any further adjustments. Let me just drag the device setup window over to the left a little, and let's click on Control Panel. My M-Audio Firewire device's control panel opens. For now, let's close it. You can also access the control panel of your audio interface from the control panel of your PC or under System Preferences on your Mac. Now we're ready to click Apply and OK. The Devices Setup dialog window closes. Our next step is to set up our input and output ports. A port is a single or mono physical connection. It's where you plug your mic, guitar, mixer, etc. into your audio interface. Of course, the number of ports on an audio interface can vary widely from model to model. At minimum, you need one input port for recording sound and one output port for playing it back. Let's go back to Device Setup. From the Device Setup dialog window, we're going to select our driver in the devices list. As you see, your audio interface and Cubase have already started communicating with each other. All of your input and output ports are pre-listed for you. If this list is unwieldy because too many ports of the same name are displayed, you can hide a port by unchecking the visible checkbox. However, this disables the port and prevents you from using it. I'm going to hide some of my inactive ports. If you try to hide a port you're already using, you'll be asked to confirm if this is what you really want. You can also rename the ports to make them easier for you to identify at a glance. Simply click on the port's name in the Show As column and type in your new name. And then press Enter. It's a good idea to give your ports names that are related to the channel configuration. For example, if you have a port you consistently use for your mono microphone input, you could call it mic. If you have a port you will consistently use for your stereo keyboard input, you can name it accordingly as well. When you're done, click OK to close the Device Setup dialog window and apply your changes. And this concludes our tutorial on setting up Cubase to receive our audio signals. In our next tutorial, we'll be looking at the next step in configuring Cubase to receive audio signals, connecting our ports to the Cubase buses.